Gospel fans, welcome back. We're looking at Genesis chapter 15 today. So sometime after the Battle of Siddim, God appears to Abram in a vision.
Do not fear, Abram, for I am the Lord your God, your shield, your great reward.
And Abram's like, well, now, wait a minute, God. You know, I realize that you promised this land to me and everything, but, I have no heir. I don't have any children. When I die, Eliezer of Damascus will inherit everything I own. God is like,
No, Abram. You shall have a son of your own flesh.
look up at the sky, Abram.
You will have more descendants than there are stars in the night sky.
Alright, so next, God is like,
I am the Lord God who brought you out of the land of the Chaldeans. I give this land to you and your descendants for all time.
but Abram's like, O sovereign Lord, how will I know that I shall receive this land?
Bring me a goat, a ram, and a heifer, each 3 years old, and also a young pigeon and a young dove, and cut them in half.
We're gonna have a barbecue!
Sacrifice! It's what's for dinner!
So, Abram gathers up a heifer, a goat, a ram, a pigeon, and a dove, and cuts them in half, and arranges the halves opposite each other, side by side. And I have to wonder, how in half? Does he cut them down the middle, or does he, cut, really in half, so you have, half of a cow over here and half of a cow over here? I'm sorry, just a minute.
Get on with it!
Anyway, so Abram lays the animals all out, and then, carrion birds come and they try to eat them, eat the pieces.
Hey, you! Get out of that sacrifice!
It's like, no, that's for my God. So anyway, it starts getting dark, and Abram falls into a deep sleep, and a thick, dreadful darkness comes over him. Now, whatever the hell that means. So he's passed out, and God starts talking to him while he's asleep. And it's like,
Know you that your descendants shall live as slaves for 4 generations before I bring them back. You shall live to a ripe old age and go to your ancestors in peace.
in the 4th generation, your descendants will come back.
For the sin of the Amorites has not yet reached its peak.
In other words, the people that live here right now aren't as bad as they're going to get later. Rather than punish them for something they haven't done yet, I'm going to let your descendants be slaves for 400 years so that I can justify you guys coming back in here and wiping them all out for me. Yeah, let that sink in a little bit. The sun has set and darkness is falling over the land, and it says a smoking fire pot with a blazing torch appeared.
Pardon me. Yeah, coming through.
And it goes between the pieces of the animals. And God says, to your descendants I give this land, from the Wadi, or the river of Egypt, to the great river, the Euphrates. The land of the Kenites, the Kenizzites, the Cadmonites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Rephaites, Amorites, Canaanites, Girgashites, and the Jebusites. Yes, in the future, these people will be deserving of genocide, and so I'll send your descendants to wipe them out. Abram apparently hears all of this because he wakes up like,
Holy shit.
wraps up chapter 15, and well, gosh, do I have any closing words? Plot's moving forward. I can't really complain. Thanks for tuning in. It's the Gospel according to John.